What up, E? I see Apple the everybody talking about Apple now, man. What's the special occasion, man?
Folks just like to be fashionably late, you know.
Shit, man, we been talking about Apple since July, June, July. We got news at 9:45. Let's see what that do.
Hey, E, you see how we got him, boy?
What up?
Boy,
What you mean?
man, he's so worried about UM and the bet, man. He ain't even the business opened up late today, man.
I don't know.
Yeah, he
What?
trying to
Hey,
get a setup, man. He trying to get a call out, man. He can't be having us waiting
all
in the
this
back
shit,
office.
all this shit, man. You can. Hey, that's fine. Hey, ain't no moves to that news. This like a barcode right here. This somebody's phone number. It's a barcode. Uh-uh. Can't get no love for me in this. He got a hit. Uh-uh. Hey, nigga got chopped up in this right here. Uh-uh. I would love for it to come back down to that 4 hour gap on both of them. Dig a it can even dig the whole fucking thing.
Yeah,
Make the
something
make
got to
the lower
give
limit.
on it.
Huh?
Yeah, I said, yeah, you're right. Something got to give, man.
Because it's like we get how I say sometimes we get a little top heavy. We get a little top heavy, man. Hey, and
Right.
I already know when they pull the rug for a little retrace. Hey man, shh. Uh-uh.
What you think about that 5 minute gap?
Which
Man, we
one?
got we got to do
What,
that
a 5 minute
9:45.
gap? What, a bullish gap
Yeah,
on NQ?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
And dug
You,
all the
Right.
you
way
got
through. That's why I
you
said
got
that. Dug all the way through that motherfucker. But
Look at
it hit
all
the
this, man. Look at all this, man.
let me see. What 5 minute gap are you talking about, man? What, the new one that
five
it's
and the
in right now?
15 fighting each other, man.
At 840, the one at 840.
Nah, that's gonna get ran through, homie.
That's what I
Ran
said.
through.
Because it's
Five
still
and the
got the
15.
one at 720 that hasn't been touched yet. Well, did it touch it? 985. Yeah, it
Yeah,
touched
it
it.
touched that. That's what I'm saying. It touched
I
it, then
don't
went
know,
up and
but you
made
got them
another
two
gap.
15-minute gaps up under it though, bro.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole reason why I'm sitting on my hands.
Hey, well, hey, I
I'm
told
like,
you what I think about it. I don't like it.
But also, if you look at YM took out Prize high already. He don't, that's the only one. NQ and ES did.
what 3 session lows too. So it's like,
And you got what, 9:45 news, 9:50 news, 10 o'clock
Yeah,
news.
let's see.
yeah, yeah, 9:45 flight. Yeah, PM. Trump speak at 9:50.
Man,
Uh,
ran away.
Powell speak at Powell speak at 12:35. Trump speak again at 7:20 tonight.
Came back to the gap. Made another gap without taking the swing. Yeah, we should go, in my opinion, on the 5 minute. We should go up to at least that other 5 minute gap that's above that hasn't been touched embarrassment. We because we swept all of those with that
8:30.
715 on the
I'm
five
I'm
minute and swept
I'm
all
looking
of them.
at look at the 8:30 move on the 1 minute. it didn't take out that AC. That's what I'm looking at too.
Right.
This right here.
So good go.
When we took this low, made the BPR, we didn't run this high.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He didn't run it. So I said, look at this. I'm looking at this range right here. From
This low to this high.
here to here. This could be OTE to go up through that.
Oh, I was looking at this to here, from here to here.
So you holding that for a short time, E?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It can go up to the 5 minute one, or it can just go and run London high. But
But but look at that whole 15-minute range though, bro. It
I
hadn't
see that.
retraced to anything
I see that.
since
Trash.
you and Boy took it up yesterday,
True.
man. It ain't retraced.
But
It just stayed
this
up.
right here swept all of that. All this.
Yeah, and it's that 4 hour gap, but it's like
But
see, for me, it's gonna have to show me we extremely bullish, meaning
go
that
back to
it's
the
gonna
5 minute.
keep on going higher. Then I look to take this to TFA, but I think we need to dip down some more inside this 4 hour gap.
Go back to the 5 minute. And then let's get okay. So we went down here. When we did this, we swept all this over here. Right? But then it ran up and left this gap. It came back to this gap. Half 9, 8, was that 8:30?
Yeah,
Came back
yeah,
to that gap. Then went up and made another gap. But it didn't take
But
the
it ain't
swing
make
yet.
no.
Without taking that swing. It didn't take that swing.
Yeah, man.
So we
Hey,
went
man.
from a
You
bullish
playing
gap
with
to
fire, bro.
playing with
another
fire
bullish
right
gap.
now. Why should
This
and this is all time high right here.
that's what I'm
Nah,
saying. And it's a bearish gap up here somewhere.
hey
Hey,
man,
like
just imagine if you bought this up like yeah, we're gonna take out all time high. It get 27. It get a point, 1 point.
And we dipped below midnight. I don't know.
so. So
That's why I
you
said
in
I'm
this
just
right
gonna
now?
um,
You in it?
no. I'm just
Oh,
prognosticating. I want to see if
I'm
it
about to
play out
say
like I'm
you
thinking.
gotta have your stop tighter than the Nat's ass, like you
All
say.
right,
Man, that stock got to go way down and below that goddamn 5 minute
No,
swing.
it
right. That's
don't.
the problem. That's the problem.
No.
That's the problem.
No,
Hey man,
That's
I
the
be on the
problem.
10-second chart looking for a stop loss, man.
That's the problem. Yeah, I wanted to come down, hit this 4 hour
I
gap.
can see where it could pop up and then come down.
That's all time high. Shit,
No, there's a 5 minute gap that hasn't been touched above. I can see it shooting up, hitting
Why
that.
you keep saying that? What 5-minute gap, bro?
right here. This one right here. This little tiny one at 4:30 in the
Yep,
morning.
there's one up there.
Uh,
It can go up there, hit that, and then drop.
and fuck that, man. Nah, the liquidity is right now is at all time highs, man. The
Hey,
liquidity is
I'm
Well,
right
talking
it's
here.
about
gonna
that
take London
LSG,
high.
bro. That's a body inside of a body, bro. That gap been touched.
Yeah,
Look at this one right here. E. We just, hey man, go get higher and higher. Go open up yesterday, pushed up. Today pushed up. Shit. I wasn't even looking at because how the fuck moving. See, this is when I believe you uh ultra bullish. You make this 4 hour gap, you come in it and go. You overcome 50% of this gap. That means, hey, I gotta take everything off the top. Ain't no discount right now for gold. So for me, since ain't no discount, I just wait. Tap the 4 hour gap and go. Three minutes. Hey, yo, Jordan, man, that 930 gap been legendary, man. And that 130 gap been legendary.
Yeah, I told you. I see where
That
I
fucking
made a
thing.
mistake in the Judas because I wanted to see it go down yesterday.
Yesterday? Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I wanted to see it go down yesterday. But after I looked at it again, because I was using RTH based on the PM levels, and I wanted it to come retrace a little bit further down first before going back up. But I'm glad I didn't go out there and get my face ripped off because that sell side wasn't giving nothing.
Oh, it was a lot of people online and on Twitter and them. They took that 1 minute short and got
Yeah,
their
you
face
had to
ripped
be
off.
very short. Like every time it took a 1 minute, well, I was on the 15 seconds. Every time it took a 15-second swing, that thing popped right back up like 15, 20 minutes, 15, 20 points.
When
Like,
I saw we was trading so high above RTH and then we made the 1 minute 930 gap and then we just come and bounce and just keep on rolling. Hey, that showed me for at least the first half of the morning we ultra bullish. Ultra bullish.
yeah.
And
Like you say, if you don't see what you want to see, I can't jump out there just because you and E was hot on that buy side.
oh
Like
yeah,
I see it, but that area too, man, I just wasn't confident in it.
like right here when
That's why I asked
because
that right now, Area 2.
yeah
Man,
this
this
is
thing
not
in Area 51, bro. This thing
yeah,
is
right,
extraterrestrial.
right. See, like you would want some form of sell side ran at 930. It ran none. And then it gave a 930 gap and right here. And it came back and did this. And usually it'd probably run below it, take out some lows below it. But once it did this and started moving, hey, I knew that every move I had to get was gonna be high. So that's why I just waited for this move, took out this low, get a gap, go higher. Because what nothing else, it wasn't going lower. And then even the one at the 130, the one at 130, right here, 133. Yeah, we got a couple minutes right here. This one right here was smooth. Went below it, hit the gap to the left. That's beautiful. It's beautiful.
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds to the bell. Let's see what they gonna do first. We'll love for them to run lower first. 10 seconds.
I think they're gonna run up.
Yeah.
Well, but they
Hey.
done dug so many times down into this gap, I have no idea what the fuck he's gonna do.
2, 1. Good night. Yes. There we go. Hey, yo, E, man, everybody Apple experts now, man. I see.
Like it.
He ain't no good, man. Some of the shit he sent me. Hey, I said, man, we been talking about Apple for motherfucking 3 months, man. Charles Schwab confirms account ended. too bad, man.
This shit ugly, bro.
Exactly.
But I see. I think I see what it's doing.
Nothing I want to be a part of. How the hell I get this? We got news and hey, we got news. That's why I was doing this. You got to generate liquidity. Either you're gonna wait or you're gonna be the liquidity you need to get to the next level. I gotta stop looking at this. Go something else.
It's some janky shit it's doing.
We're about to make the first presented gap. And yeah.
And went all the way down to the last gap on the 15th second.
Mm-mm.
And then it bounced. But it still ain't really broke out yet. So it can go right back
Nope.
down.
Right. That's cool. Somebody said let's find the next apple. Y'all ain't believing the apple, man, like me and E did, man, and a couple of others, man. Hey yo, E man, I don't like to hold on to money when I after I sell something. So I started looking. Hey Charles Schwab said money been cleared. Okay. There we go. Here come the first gap. Yeah, Trump at 950. Yeah. 45, 47. Nope, ain't no first presented gap yet. God damn.
It's coming. It looks like it's coming, man. Because it's
To the downside.
from the 15-minute perspective, it's like it's trying to push down to them gaps below.
But also
But it's playing, man.
we got an SMT because NQ going lower, ES going higher. ES took out that them highs up there. Yeah. Yeah, 40 seconds. We got a tiny. Yeah, 930 got. Yep, it's 400, right? Yep. There we go. 27. There we go. There we go.
It chose down. Man, it's been that's a
I
trip, bro.
told you it was going down, bro.
Well, I knew it
Yeah.
was going down. That's what I'm saying. I just want to know if it wanted to come up and pop that. What you said, like you
I
said,
ain't
body in the
gonna pop
body.
that. Gonna
It's like
pop your
last
stop
week.
loss.
Right. There we go. We got the first game at the 930. There we go. But it's back into
You can look
that,
at the
that
bodies
4
of the
gap.
candles. The body's getting smaller on them up close candles getting too small, bro.
Ain't no movement to it.
Mm-mm.
Boy, to it.
And there's an end wall down there too.
Let me hit that 15-minute gap. And there's more down there I can dig into.
Damn. YM said, nah, player. We outside.
Oh, Apple still going up?
I ain't looking at it. Yeah, but yeah. Apple, Tesla, yeah. Nvidia probably.
What's the correlation of AMD with the indices? AMD seem to always go against what the Nasdaq and the Dow doing.
I ain't sure. I know but the YM's this is a hell of a 930 gap. And this is all-time high.
Like I said, she just swept down and hit that 15-minute gap on Nasdaq.
Now we had the New York first presented gap. See what we do here. Like it went all-time highs, especially with ES running like that.
And so she dipped into this right here.
Yeah, 4 hour gap.
This right, no, this right here too. Right over here is 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15-minute gap. Yeah.
She tapped it. I don't know. I don't know if that's enough or it's coming to get more. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, I ain't trying to call no top or nothing,
Me
but
either.
I just I need I know I hate down day, but I need at least 100 point something retrace. Give me something. Shit. Let me go ahead and look at some stocks, dude. See, Humana. Okay. Hey, like we talk about this with Humana. I need for this at least to make a lower low. Give me a bullet CID lower because it got come up too high for me. Hmm. It's still running? It's still running. How high did it get so far? 2 weeks ago, 360. Dig into that guy.
There you
Yeah,
go, E.
Yeah.
yeah, dig into it.
There you go.
Dig into that. Somebody took that just off the 1 minute first minute gap.
Hmm.
Yeah, because one of them 15 seconds. No, I didn't come back. IPG. Okay. Yeah, dig all into that motherfucker, man. Tear it up. Go into the bottom of that. Hey, yo, Jordan, this is when I'm less likely to really follow TFA because I'm that 4 hour gap so goddamn high, man. And we down there all time high. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
man,
another one lower,
yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
like a little sliver.
Oh yeah, down here, yeah, 854. But yeah, when we get these high up 4 hour gaps, man, I be reluctant to do TFA because I'm like, hey, it gotta show me. It's cool. We gotta do this in 3 minutes. No rush.
One look like a shift, the other one look like a stop.
What's on sale, man? Let me go to my list. Let me see where I can put some money at today. Go to my list. Okay, Joseph,
What the
target
news
us.
looking like? What the news?
You said what?
9:45.
You said what?
What time the news?
Yep, 9:45, 10 o'clock. Yeah, we got PMI. Oh, just came out. What did it do? Just in the lore. Yeah, we got Trump at 9:50. We got 10 o'clock news, and then we got Powell at 12:35. Oh wait, pretty, pretty, CZR. Hey yo, hey, what you think about this? I'm looking at this. This was on my list.
Oh, one second.
Oh, you in the trade? Nah,
No,
nah,
I'm looking at something. I'm trying to see.
it ain't ready yet, man. We got news.
What's she trying to do?
You in them options, Z? You in them options, Z? Euler?
Boy, quiet, trying to focus. $7 minutes. Almost to the target. Oops.
Trying to hold it to 599, boy, but I may get out at 600.
Huh?
Hmm?
600.
Yeah, I'm on options.
Oh. Well, say, it's like shit, 599 shit, that's way down there.
Yeah, that's what NWOG is.
See, that's
Nah,
the beautiful
I'll
thing
talk
about
to you since my AP don't want to talk to me right now.
Man,
hey,
hey man, I had to focus first, bro. My bad.
hey,
I was trying to help you
that's the good
focus.
thing about
No,
Focus,
options.
you might have been on
I
the
was
bike.
already seeing what you saw. I just wanted to make sure I was right.
Hey, but that's the good thing about options. You can get in a lot. I wouldn't say easier than sometimes futures because that futures the cost of doing business too high. It then you're looking for this news at 10 o'clock to sit it down there even deeper.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at where I can put some money at. That's on this options. Once Charles Schwab released. Let's see. G said Target's on sale. They got Miss Chipotle. They got missed them. They got that new carne asada and now I started moving.
Wouldn't that be something if they since they get rid of all the Latinos, they get rid of all their menu options too. They done
Hey,
stole their recipes and kicked them out the country, bro. Ain't that something
hey,
else?
hey, hey. That's what we do over here in America, man.
Bro, that's crazy work, bro.
They should have kept that hot honey chicken. That was better than that other shit they got up there, man. That chicken they got, man, that should be dry than the desert, man. Then they come out with the honey chicken. I said, okay, okay, it was good. People was all on Twitter and they nah, why y'all do that?
That's how they get you, man. They get you in the door and then now you don't want to leave. Now
Hey,
you up in there looking at their menu, scratching their neck, and got that itch.
there you go. Now ES starting to move. But shit, ES get down there to all time high like that.
But how you talk about the SMTs, that's where I wanted to see the SMT since we're already near there. I'd rather
Uh-huh.
see a bearish SMT than a bullish one.
But the issue now is like you still need one more candle. So this one made a higher high. You need one more candle. Because if this one gives us a bullish one down here, that'd be the flip to go higher, and this would be the lagger.
Hmm.
Because YM outside. YM said, man, where y'all niggas at, man? Come on, man. YM said, where y'all niggas at? Come on. See, and I love moves like this. When you get a 930 gap like this and start pushing, that means we ain't coming back down. Unless new stickers on there. We should keep on rolling. But not just wait. Ain't no rush. Yo, when this nigga Chuck gonna start talking, man? Come on, man. Who talking right now?
Of war and the forced displacement of populations goes on unpunished.
I don't know who the fuck that is. There we go. News, come on, baby. Send it down there. Send it on down there. There we go. Here come Donald. If I start talking.
Thank you very much. Very much appreciated.
And I don't mind making this speech without a teleprompter, because the teleprompter is not working. I feel very happy to be up here with you nevertheless, and that way you speak more from the heart. I can only say that whoever's operating this teleprompter is in big trouble. Hello, Madam First Lady. Thank you very much for being here. And Madam President, Mr. Secretary General, First Lady of the United States, distinguished delegates, ambassadors, and world leaders. 6 years have passed since I last stood in this grand hall and addressed a world that was prosperous and at peace in my first term. Since that day, the guns of war have shattered the peace I forged on 2 continents. An era of calm and stability gave way to one of the great crises of our time.
79, come
And
on.
here in the United States, 4 years
79.
of weakness, lawlessness, and radicalism under the last administration delivered our nation into a repeated set of disasters. 1 year ago, our country was in deep trouble, but today, just 8 months into my administration, we are the hottest country anywhere in the world, and there is no other country even close. America is blessed with the strongest economy, the strongest borders, the strongest military, the strongest friendships, and the strongest spirit of any nation on the face of the earth. This is indeed the golden age of America. We are rapidly reversing the economic calamity we inherited from the previous administration, including ruinous price increases and record-setting inflation we've never had before. Under my leadership, energy costs are down, gasoline prices are down, grocery prices are down, mortgage rates are down, and inflation has been defeated. The only thing that's up is the stock market, which just hit a record high.
Just thinking something else,
High
man.
48 times in the last short period of time. Growth is surging, manufacturing is booming. The stock market, as I said, is doing better than it's ever done. And all of you in this room benefit by that. Almost everybody. And importantly, workers' wages are rising at the fastest pace in more than 60 years. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? In 4 years of President Biden, we had less than $1 trillion of new investment into the United States. In just 8 months since I took office, we have secured commitments and money already paid for $17 trillion. Think of it, 4 years, less than $1 trillion, 8 months, much more than $17 trillion is being invested in the United States, and it's now pouring in from all parts of the world. We've implemented the largest tax cuts in American history and the largest regulation cuts in American history, making this once and again the best country on earth to do business. And many of the people in this room are investing in America, and it's turned out to be an awfully good investment during this 8-month period. In my first term, I built the greatest economy in the history of the world. We had the best economy ever, history of the world. And I'm doing the same thing again, but this time it's actually much bigger and even better. The numbers far surpass my record-setting first term. On our southern border, we have successfully repelled a colossal invasion. And for the last 4 months, and that's 4 months in a row, the number of illegal aliens admitted and entering our country has been zero. Hard to believe, because if you look back just
Zero.
a year ago, it was millions and millions of people pouring in from all over the world, from prisons, from mental institutions, drug dealers. All over the world they came. They just poured into our country with the ridiculous open border policy of the Biden administration. Our message is very simple. If you come illegally into the United States, you're going to jail, or you're going back to where you came from, or perhaps even further than that. You know what that means. I want to thank the country of El Salvador for the successful and professional job they've done in receiving and jailing so many criminals that entered our country. And it was under the previous administration that the number became record-setting, and they're all being taken out. They have no choice. And other countries have no choice, because other countries are in the exact same situation with immigration. It's destroying your country, and you have to do something about it. On the world stage, America is respected again like it has never been respected before. You think about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, or 1 year ago, we were a laughingstock all over the world. At the NATO summit in June, virtually all NATO members formally committed to increase defense spending at my request from 2% to 5% of GDP, making our alliance far stronger and more powerful than it was ever before. In May, I traveled to the Middle East to visit my friends and rebuild our partnerships in the Gulf, and those valued relationships with Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE and other countries are now, I believe, closer than ever before. My administration has negotiated one historic trade deal after another, including with the United Kingdom, the European Union, Japan, South Korea, Vietnam, Indonesia, the Philippines, Malaysia, and many, many others. Likewise, in a period of just 7 months, I have ended 7 unendable wars. They said they were unendable. You're never going to get them solved. Some were going for 31 years, 2 of them, 31, think of it, 31 years. One was 36 years. One was 28 years. I ended 7 wars. And in all cases, they were raging with countless thousands of people being killed. This includes Cambodia and Thailand, Kosovo and Serbia, the Congo and Rwanda, a vicious, violent war that was, Pakistan and India, Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, and Armenia and Azerbaijan.
Who?
It included all of them. No president or prime minister, and for that matter, no other country has ever done anything close to that. And I did it in just 7 months. It's never happened before. There's never been anything like that. I'm very honored to have done it. It's too bad that I had to do these things instead of the United Nations doing them. And sadly, in all cases, the United Nations did not even try to help in any of them.
Why the fuck you talking about, motherfucker? Why you sit down there and got this thing, man?
Each and every one of these countries, and never even received a phone call from the United Nations offering to help in finalizing the deal. All I got from the United Nations was an escalator that on the way up stopped right in the middle. If the First Lady wasn't in great shape, she would have fallen. But she's in great shape. We're both in good shape. We both stood. And then a teleprompter that didn't work. These are the 2 things I got from the United Nations, a bad escalator and a bad teleprompter. Thank you very much. And by the way, it's working now. It just went on. Thank you. I think I should just do it the other way. It's easier. Thank you very much. I didn't think of it at the time because I was too busy working to save millions of lives. That is the saving and stopping of these wars. But later I realized that the United Nations wasn't there for us. They weren't there. I thought of it really after the fact, not during these negotiations, which were not easy. That being the case, what is the purpose of the United Nations? The UN has such tremendous potential.
This nigga
I've
so
always said it. It has such tremendous, tremendous potential, but it's not even coming close to living up to that potential.
this nigga
For the most
so
part, at
else.
least for now,
God
all
damn.
they seem to do is write a really strongly worded letter and then never follow that letter up. It's empty words, and empty words don't solve war. The only thing that solves war and wars is action. Now, after ending all of these wars and also earlier negotiating the Abraham Accords, which is a very big thing for which our country received no credit, never receives credit. Everyone says that I should get the Nobel Peace Prize for each one of these achievements. But for me, the real prize will be the sons and daughters who live to grow up with their mothers and fathers, because millions of people are no longer being killed in endless and unglorious wars. What I care about is not winning prizes, it's saving lives. We saved millions and millions of lives with the 7 wars. And we have others that we're working on, and you know that. Many years ago, a very successful real estate developer in New York, known as Donald J. Trump, I bid on the renovation and rebuilding of this very United Nations complex. I remember it so well. I said at the time that I would do it for $500 million, rebuilding everything. It would be beautiful. I used to talk about, I'm going to give you marble floors. They're going to give you terrazzo. I'm going to give you the best of everything. You're going to have mahogany walls. They're going to give you plastic. But they decided to go in another direction, which was much more expensive at the time, and which actually produced a far inferior product. And I realized that they did not know what they were doing when it came to construction, and that their building concepts were so wrong, and the product that they were proposing to build was so bad and so costly. It was going to cost them a fortune. And I said, and wait till you see the overruns. Well, I turned out to be right. They had massive cost overruns and spent between $2 and $4 billion on the building and did not even get the marble floors that I promised them. You walk on terrazzo. Do you notice that? As far as I'm concerned, frankly, looking at the building and getting stuck on the escalator, they still haven't finished the job. They still haven't finished. That was years ago. The project was so corrupt that Congress actually asked me to testify before them on the tremendous waste of money, because it turned out that they had no idea what it was, but they knew it was anywhere between $2 and $4 billion as opposed to 500 million with a guarantee. But they had no idea, and I said it cost much more than $5 billion. Unfortunately, many things in the United Nations are happening just like that.
This nigga do the most, man.
Much bigger scale. Much
God
bigger.
damn, dog.
It's sad to see whether the UN can manage to
This motherfucker.
play a productive role. I've come here today to offer the hand of American leadership and friendship to any nation in this assembly that is willing to join us in forging a safer, more prosperous world. And it's a world that will
You burn my breath.
happier with a dramatic
This nigga talking about
within our reach.
absolutely
But to get there,
nothing,
we
man.
must reject the failed approaches of the past and work together to confront some of the greatest threats in history. There is no more serious danger to our planet today than the most powerful and destructive weapons ever devised by man, of which the United States, as you know, has many. Just as I did in my first time, I
what you
made
want to do.
containing these threats a top
Hit first
priority,
grab
starting
theory.
with a nation of
That's what.
Iran.
Hey, not at
My
pre.
position is very simple.
That's what
The
you want
world's
to
number one
do.
sponsor of terror can never be allowed to possess the most dangerous weapon. That's why, shortly after taking office, I sent the so-called Supreme Leader a letter making a generous offer. I extended a pledge of full cooperation in exchange for a suspension of Iran's nuclear program. The regime's answer was to continue their constant threats to their neighbors and U.S. interests throughout the region and some great countries that are right nearby. Today, many of Iran's former military commanders, in fact, I can say almost all of them, are no longer with us. They're dead. And 3 months ago, in Operation Midnight Hammer, 7 American B-2 bombers dropped the 30,000-pound each bombs on Iran's key nuclear facilities, totally obliterating everything. No other country on earth could have done what we did. No other country has the equipment to do what we did. We have the greatest weapons on earth. We hate to use them. But we did something that for 22 years people wanted to do. With Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity demolished, I immediately brokered an end to the 12-day war, as it's called, between Israel and Iran, with both sides agreeing to fight no longer. As everyone knows, I have also been deeply engaged in seeking a ceasefire in Gaza. Have to get that done. Have to get it done. Unfortunately, Hamas has repeatedly rejected reasonable offers to make peace. We can't forget October 7th, can we? Now, as if to encourage continued conflict, some of this body is seeking to unilaterally recognize a Palestinian state. The rewards would be too great for Hamas terrorists for their atrocities. This would be a reward for these horrible atrocities, including October 7th, even while they refuse to release the hostages or accept a ceasefire. Instead of giving to Hamas and giving so much, because they've taken so much, this could have been solved so long ago. But instead of giving in to Hamas's ransom demands, those who want peace should be united with one message: release the hostages now. Just release the hostages now. Thank you. Thank you. As we have got to come together, and we will come together, got to get it done. We have to stop the war in Gaza immediately. We have to stop it. We have to get it done. We have to negotiate, immediately have to negotiate peace. We got to get the hostages back. We want all 20 back. We don't want 2 and 4. As you know, I got, along with Steve Witkoff and others that helped us, Marco Rubio, we got most of them back. We were involved in all of them. But I always said the last 20 are going to be the hardest, and that's exactly what happened. We have to get them back now. We don't want to get back 2, and then another 2, and then 1, and then 3, have this process. No, we want them all back, and we want the actually 38 dead bodies back too. Those parents came to me, and they want them back, and they want them back very quickly and very badly, as though they were alive. They want them. They want them every bit as much as if their son or daughter were alive. I've also been working relentlessly, stopping the killing in Ukraine. I thought that would be, of the 7 wars that I stopped, I thought that would be the easiest because of my relationship with President Putin, which had always been a good one. I thought that was going to be the easiest one. But, you know, in war, you never know what's going to happen. There are always lots of surprises, both good and bad. Everyone thought Russia would win this war in 3 days, but it didn't work out that way. It was supposed to be just a quick little skirmish. It's not making Russia look good. It's making them look bad. No matter what happens from here on out, this was something that should have taken a matter of days, certainly less than a week. And they've been fighting for 3.5 years and killing anywhere from 5,000 to 7,000 young soldiers, mostly soldiers, on both sides, every single week, from 5,000 to 7,000 dead young people, and some in cities, much smaller numbers, where rockets are shot, where drones are dropped. This war would never have started if I were president. This was a war that should have never happened. It shows you what leadership is, what bad leadership can do to a country. Look what happened to the United States, and look where we are right now in just a short period of time. The only question now is how many more lives will be needlessly lost on both sides. China and India are the primary funders of the ongoing war by continuing to purchase Russian oil. But inexcusably, even NATO countries have not cut off much Russian energy and Russian energy products, which, as you know, I found out about 2 weeks ago, and I wasn't happy. Think of it. They're funding the war against themselves. Who the hell ever heard of that one? In the event that Russia is not ready to make a deal to end the war, then the United States is fully prepared to impose a very strong round of powerful tariffs, which would stop the bloodshed, I believe, very quickly. But for those tariffs to be effective, European nations, all of you are gathered here right now, would have to join us in adopting the exact same measures. I mean, you're much closer to this. We have an ocean in between. You're right there. And Europe has to step it up. They can't be doing what they're doing. They're buying oil and gas from Russia while they're fighting Russia. It's embarrassing to them, and it was very embarrassing to them when I found out about it, I can tell you that. They have to immediately cease all energy purchases from Russia. Otherwise, we're all wasting a lot of time. So I'm ready to discuss this. We're going to discuss it today with the European nations, all gathered here. I'm sure they're thrilled to hear me speak about it, but that's the way it is. I like to speak my mind and speak the truth. As we seek to reduce the threat of dangerous weapons today, I'm also calling on every nation to join us in ending the development of biological weapons once and for all. And biological is terrible, and nuclear is even beyond, and we include nuclear in that. We want to have a cessation of the development of nuclear weapons. We know, and I get to view it all the time. Sir, would you like to see? And I look at weapons that are so powerful that we just can't ever use them. If we ever use them, the world literally might come to an end. There would be no United Nations to be talking about. There would be nothing. Just a few years ago, reckless experiments overseas gave us a devastating global pandemic. Yet despite that worldwide catastrophe, many countries are continuing extremely risky research into bioweapons and man-made pathogens. This is unbelievably dangerous. To prevent potential disasters, I'm announcing today that my administration will lead an international effort to enforce biological weapons convention, which is going to be meeting with the top leaders of the world by pioneering an AI verification system that everyone can trust. Hopefully the UN can play a constructive role, and it will also be one of the early projects under AI. Let's see how good it is, because a lot of people are saying it could be one of the great things ever, but it also can be dangerous, but it could be put to tremendous use and tremendous good, and this would be an example of that. Not only is the UN not solving the problems it should, too often, it's actually creating new problems for us to solve. The best example is the #1 political issue of our time, the crisis of uncontrolled migration. It's uncontrolled. Your countries are being ruined. The United Nations is funding an assault on Western countries and their borders. In 2024, the UN budgeted $372 million in cash assistance to support an estimated 624,000 migrants journeying into the United States. Think of that. The UN is supporting people that are illegally coming into the United States, and then we have to get them out. The UN also provided food, shelter, transportation, and debit cards to illegal aliens. Can you believe that? On the way to infiltrate our southern border. Millions of people came through that southern border. Just a year ago, millions and millions of people were pouring in, 25 million altogether over the 4 years of the incompetent Biden administration. And now we have it stopped, totally stopped. In fact, they're not even coming anymore because they know they can't get through. But what took place is totally unacceptable. The UN is supposed to stop invasions, not create them and not finance them. In the United States, we reject the idea that mass numbers of people from foreign lands can be permitted to travel halfway around the world, trample our borders, violate our sovereignty, cause unmitigated crime, and deplete our social safety net. We have reasserted that America belongs to the American people, and I encourage all countries to take their own stand in defense of their citizens as well. You have to do that because I see it. I'm not mentioning names. I see it, and I can call every single one of them out. You're destroying your countries. They're being destroyed. Europe is in serious trouble. They've been invaded by a force of illegal aliens like nobody's ever seen before. Illegal aliens are pouring into Europe. Nobody is ever, and nobody's doing anything to change it, to get them out. It's not sustainable. And because they choose to be politically correct, they're doing just absolutely nothing about it. And I have to say, I look at London where you have a terrible mayor, terrible mayor. And it's been so changed. Now they want to go to Sharia law. But you're in a different country. You can't do that. Both the immigration and their suicidal energy ideas will be the death of Western Europe if something is not done immediately. This cannot be sustained. What makes the world so beautiful is that each country is unique. But to stay this way, every sovereign nation must have the right to control their own borders. You have the right to control your borders, as we do now, and to limit the sheer numbers of migrants entering their countries and paid for by the people of that nation that were there and that built that particular nation at the time. They put their blood, sweat, tears, money into that country, and now they're being ruined. Proud nations must be allowed to protect their communities and prevent their societies from being overwhelmed by people they have never seen before, with different customs, religions, with different everything. Where migrants have violated laws, lodged false asylum claims, or claimed refugee status for illegitimate reasons, they should, in many cases, be immediately sent home. And while we will always have a big heart for places and people that are struggling and truly compassionate, answers will be given. We have to solve the problem, and we have to solve it in their countries, not create new problems in our countries. And we are very helpful to a lot of countries that are just not able to send their people anymore. They used to send them to us in caravans of 25,000, 30,000 people each. These massive caravans of people pouring into our country, totally unchecked and unvetted. But not anymore. According to the Council of Europe in 2024, almost 50% of inmates in German prisons were foreign nationals or migrants. In Austria, the number was 53% of the people in prisons were from places that weren't from where they are now. In Greece, the number was 54%, and in Switzerland, beautiful Switzerland, 72% of the people in prisons are from outside of Switzerland. When your prisons are filled with so-called asylum seekers,
Hey, yo, Jordan, they eat your premium, man.
that's what they did. They repaid kindness with crime. It's time to end the failed experiment of open borders. You have to end it now. See, I can tell you, I'm really good at this stuff. Your countries are going to hell. In America, we've taken bold action to swiftly shut down uncontrolled migration. Once we started detaining and deporting everyone who crossed the border and removing illegal aliens from the United States, they simply stopped coming. They're not coming anymore. We're getting a lot of credit, but they're not coming anymore. This was a humanitarian act for all involved, because on the trips up, thousands of people a week were dying. Women were being raped. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Raped, horribly beaten, raped. On the trip up, the journey up, it was a long walk. It was a long, arduous journey, indeed. And it was also a historic victory against human trafficking throughout the region. What we did was a victory, and we saved so many lives of people that wouldn't make the journey. That journey was loaded up with death. Loaded up with death. Dead bodies all along the roads of jungles to get up. They go through jungles, they go through areas so hot you couldn't breathe. They were dying of suffocation. Areas so hot that you couldn't breathe. Dead bodies all over. By them not coming, we're saving tremendous numbers of lives. My people have done a fantastic job in doing what they did, and the American public agrees with it. I mean, I was very proud to see this morning I have the highest poll numbers I've ever had. Part of it is because of what we've done on the border. I guess the other part is what we've done on the economy. Joe Biden's policies empowered murderous gangs, human smugglers, child traffickers, drug cartels, and prisoners from all over the world. The previous administration also lost nearly 300,000 children. Think of that. They lost more than 300,000 children, little children, who were trafficked into the United States on the Biden watch, many of whom have been raped, exploited, and abused, and sold. Sold. Nobody talks about that. The fake news doesn't write about it. With many others, young children who are missing or dead. And we found a lot of these children, and we're sending them back, and we've been sending them back to their parents. They said, nobody knows who they are. They said, where do you come from? And they'll give us a country, and we'll find out, and we'll figure it out, and we'll bring them back to their homes. And the mother and father rush to the door, and their tears in their eyes. They can't believe that they're seeing their son or daughter, their little son or daughter again. We've done almost 30,000 of them so far. Any system that results in the mass trafficking of children is inherently evil. Yet that is exactly what the globalist migration agenda has done, and it's what it's all about. In America, those days, as you know, are over. The Trump administration is working, and we are continuing to work to track down the villains that are causing this problem, and also, as I said, to get back the 30,000 we've already returned. Now I think we're going to have another. We're going to find a lot. You're not going to find all of them. 300, more than 300,000. They're lost or they're dead. They're lost or they're dead because of the animals that did this. To protect our citizens, I've also designated multiple savage drug cartels as far as and you see this, and you see it happening right before your eyes. Let's put it this way. People don't like taking big loads of drugs in boats anymore. There aren't too many boats that are traveling on the seas by Venezuela. They tend not to want to travel very quickly anymore. And we've virtually stopped drugs coming into our country by sea. We call them the water drugs. They kill hundreds of thousands of people. I've also designated multiple savage drug cartels as far as foreign terrorist organizations, along with two bloodthirsty transnational gangs, probably the worst gangs anywhere in the world, MS-13 and Tren de Aragua. Tren de Aragua is from Venezuela, by the way. Such organizations torture, maim, mutilate, and murder with impunity. They're the enemies of all humanity. For this reason, we've recently begun using the supreme power of the United States military to destroy Venezuelan terrorists and trafficking networks led by Nicolas Maduro. To every terrorist thug smuggling poisonous drugs into the United States of America, please be warned that we will blow you out of existence. That's what we're doing. We have no choice. Can't let it happen. They're destroying. I believe we lost 300,000 people last year to drugs, 300,000. Fentanyl and other drugs. Each boat that we sink carries drugs that would kill more than 25,000 Americans. We will not let that happen. Energy is another area where the United States is now thriving like never before. We're getting rid of the falsely named renewables. By the way, they're a joke. They don't work. They're too expensive. They're not strong enough to fire up the plants that you need to make your country great. The wind doesn't blow. Those big windmills are so pathetic and so bad, so expensive to operate. And they have to be rebuilt all the time, and they start to rust and rot. Most expensive energy ever conceived, and it's actually energy. You're supposed to make money with energy, not lose money. You lose money, the governments have to subsidize. You can't put them out without massive subsidies. And most of them are built in China, and I give China a lot of credit. They build them, but they have very few wind farms. So why is it that they build them and they send them all over the world, but they barely use them? You know what they use? Coal. They use gas. They use almost anything, but they don't like wind. But they sure as hell like selling the windmills. Europe, on the other hand, is a long way to go, with many countries being on the brink of destruction because of the green energy agenda. And I give a lot of credit to Germany. Germany was being led down a very sick path, both on immigration, by the way, and on energy. They were going green, and they were going bankrupt. And the new leadership came in, and they went back to where they were, with fossil fuel and with nuclear, which is good. It's now safe. You can do it properly. But they went back to where they were, and they opened up a lot of different plants, energy producing plants, and they're doing well. I give Germany a lot of credit for that. They've said this is a disaster, what's happening. They were going all green. All green is all bankrupt. That's what it represents. And it's not politically correct. I'll be very badly criticized for saying it, but I'm here to tell the truth. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm in New York City. I'm feeling a lot safer. Crime, we're getting crime down. And by the way, speaking of crime, Washington, D.C. was the crime capital of America. Now it's after 12 days, it's a totally safe city. Everyone's going out to dinner. They're going out to restaurants. Your wife can walk down the middle of the street with or without you. Nothing's going to happen. My people have done a fantastic job. And yes, I called in the National Guard, and the National Guard took care of business, and they weren't politically correct, but they took care of business. We got 1,700 career criminals out, brought them back to where they came from, the countries where they came from, or put them in jails. Washington, D.C. is now a totally safe city again, and I welcome you to come. In fact, we'll have dinner together at a local restaurant, and we'll be able to walk. We don't have to go by an armor-plated vehicle. We'll walk right over there from the White House. They've given up their powerful edge, a lot of the countries that we're talking about, in oil and gas, such as essentially closing the great North Sea oil. Oh, the North Sea, I know it so well. Aberdeen was the oil capital of Europe, and there's tremendous oil that hasn't been found in the North Sea. Tremendous oil. And I was with the Prime Minister I respect and like a lot, and I said, you're sitting with the greatest asset. They essentially closed it by making it so highly taxed that no developer, no oil company can go there. They have tremendous oil left, and more importantly, they have tremendous oil that hasn't even been found yet. And what a tremendous asset for the United Kingdom. And I hope the Prime Minister is listening, because I told it to him 3 days in a row. That's all he heard. North Sea oil, North Sea, because I want to see them do well. I want to stop seeing them ruining that beautiful Scottish and English countryside with windmills and massive solar panels that go 7 miles by 7 miles, taking away farmland. But we're not letting this happen in America. In 1982, the executive director of the United Nations Environmental Program predicted that by the year 2000, climate change would cause a global catastrophe. He said that it will be irreversible, as any nuclear holocaust would be. This is what they said at the United Nations. What happened? Here we are. Another UN official stated in 1989 that within a decade, entire nations could be wiped off the map by global warming. Not happening. You know, it used to be global cooling. If you look back years ago in the 1920s and the
Where
1930s.
the hell he
they
getting these
said,
fucking dates like that,
global
man?
cooling
This
will
nigga must be an
kill the world.
encyclopedia, man.
We have to do
He know the
something.
exact
Then
number.
they said
He know
global
the exact date
warming
and
will
time.
kill the world.
This nigga
But then
something
it
else,
started
man.
getting cooler. So now they could just call it climate change because that way they can't miss. It's climate change. Because if it goes higher or lower, whatever the hell happens, there's climate change. It's the greatest con job ever perpetrated on the world, in my opinion. Climate change, no matter what happens, you're involved in that. No more global warming, no more global cooling. All of these predictions made by the United Nations and many others, often for bad reasons, were wrong. They were made by stupid people that have cost their countries fortunes and given those same countries no chance for success. If you don't get away from this green scam, your country is going to fail. And I'm really good at predicting things, you know. They actually said during the campaign, they had a hat, the best-selling hat. Trump was right about everything. And I don't say that in a braggadocious way, but it's true. I've been right about everything. And I'm telling you that if you don't get away from the green energy scam, your country is going to fail. And if you don't stop people that you've never seen before, that you have nothing in common with, your country is going to fail. I'm the president of the United States, but I worry about Europe. I love Europe. I love the people of Europe. And I hate to see it being devastated by energy and immigration. This double-tailed monster destroys everything in its wake, and they cannot let that happen any longer. You're doing it because you want to be nice. You want to be politically correct, and you're destroying your heritage. They must take control strongly and immediately of the unmitigated immigration disaster and the fake energy catastrophe before it's too late. The carbon footprint is a hoax made up by people with evil intentions, and they're heading down a path of total destruction. You know, the carbon footprint was a big, big thing a few years ago. I remember hearing about the carbon footprint, and then President Obama would get into Air Force One, a massive Boeing 747, and not a new one, an old one with old engines that spew everything into the atmosphere. He'd talk about the carbon footprint, we must do so. Then he'd get in and he'd fly from Washington to Hawaii to play a round of golf. And then he'd get back onto that big, beautiful plane and he'd fly back and he'd talk about, again, global warming and the carbon footprint. It's a con job. At extreme cost and expense, Europe reduced its own carbon footprint by 37%. Think of that. Congratulations, Europe. Great job. You cost yourself a lot of jobs, a lot of factories closed, but you reduced the carbon footprint by 37%. However, for all of that sacrifice and much more, it's been totally wiped out and then some by a global increase of 54%. Much of it coming from China and other countries that are thriving around China, which now produces more CO2 than all the other developed nations in the world. So all of these countries are working so hard on the carbon footprint, which is nonsense, by the way. It's nonsense. You know, it's interesting. In the United States, we have still radicalized environmentalists, and they want the factories to stop. Everything should stop. No more cows. We don't want cows anymore. I guess they want to kill all the cows. They want to do things that are just unbelievable, and you have it too. But you know, we have a border, strong, and we have a shape, and that shape doesn't just go straight up. That shape is amorphous when it comes to the atmosphere. And if we had the most clean air, and I think we do, we have very clean air. We have the cleanest air we've had in many, many years. But the problem is that other countries, like China, which has air that's a little bit rough, it blows. And no matter what you're doing down here, the air up here tends to get very dirty because it comes in from other countries where their air isn't so clean. And the environmentalists refuse to acknowledge that. Same thing with garbage. In Asia, they dump much of their garbage right into the ocean. And over about a 1 week and 2 week journey, it flows right past Los Angeles. You've seen it. Massive amounts of garbage, almost too much to do anything about, flowing past Los Angeles, past San Francisco, and then somebody will get in trouble because he dropped a cigarette on the beach. The whole thing is crazy. The primary effect of these brutal green energy policies has not been to help the environment, but to redistribute manufacturing and industrial activity from developed countries that follow the insane rules that are put down to polluting countries that break the rules and are making a fortune. They're making a fortune. European electricity bills are now 4 to 5 times more expensive than those in China, and 2 to 3 times higher than the United States. And our bills are coming way down. You probably see that our gasoline prices are way down. You know, we have an expression, drill, baby,
Nós
drill.
reduzimos
And
os
that's what we're
custos
doing.
de energia porque nós faremos, como a expressão, vamos fazer tudo isso, reduzir os custos de energia e os custos diminuíram nos Estados Unidos. Por exemplo, se você olhar nos países em faturas de mas nós nos Estados Unidos conseguimos usar eles e evitar aumento da temperatura, porque é muito caro também usar nada e ninguém usa isso.
The entire globalist concept asking successful industrialized nations to inflict pain on themselves and radically disrupt their entire societies must be rejected completely and totally, and it must be immediate.
Aumento da temperatura, porque é muito caro também usar nada e ninguém usa.
Pretending to stop is paying so much more than every country. Others weren't paying. China didn't have to pay until 2030. Russia was given an old standard that was easy to meet, a 1990 standard. For the United States, we're supposed to pay like $1 trillion. And I said, this is another scam. The fact is, the United States has been taken advantage of by the world for many, many years, but not any longer, as you probably noticed. I unleashed massive energy production and signed historic executive orders to hunt for oil, but we don't have to do much hunting because we have the most oil of any nation anywhere, oil and gas in the world. And if you add coal, we have the most of any nation in the world. Clean, I call it clean, beautiful coal. You can do things today with coal that you couldn't have done 10 years ago, 15 years. So I have a little standing order in the White House. Never use the word coal, only use the words clean, beautiful coal. Sounds much better, doesn't it? But we stand ready to provide any country with abundant, affordable energy supplies if you need them, when most of you do. We're proudly exporting energy all over the world. We're now the largest exporter. In the United States, we want trade and robust commerce with all nations, everybody. We want to help nations. We're going to help nations. But it must also be fair and reciprocal. The challenge with trade is much the same with climate. The countries that followed the rules, all their factories have been plundered. It's really sad to watch. They've been broken. They've been broken by countries that broke the rules. That's why the United States is now applying tariffs to other countries, and much as these tariffs were for many years applied to us, uncontrollably applied to us. We've used tariffs as a defense mechanism under the Trump administration, including my first term, where hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs were taken in. And by the way, we had the lowest inflation, and now we have very low inflation. The only thing different is that we have hundreds of billions of dollars flowing into our country. But this is how we will ensure that the system works for everyone and is sustainable into the future. We're also using tariffs to defend our sovereignty and security throughout the world, including against nations that have taken advantage of former U.S. administrations for decades, including the most corrupt, incompetent administration in history, the sleepy Joe Biden administration. Brazil now faces major tariffs in response to its unprecedented efforts to interfere in the rights and freedoms of our American citizens and others, with censorship, repression, weaponization, judicial corruption, and targeting of political critics in the United States. I have a little problem saying this because I must tell you, I was walking in and the leader of Brazil was walking out. We saw him and I saw him, he saw me, and we embraced. And then I'm saying, can you believe I'm going to be saying this in just 2 minutes? But we actually agreed that we would meet next week. We didn't have much time to talk, like about 20 seconds. They were in retrospect, I'm glad I waited because this thing didn't work out too well. But we did talk, we had a good talk, and we agreed to meet next week, if that's of interest. But he seemed like a very nice man, actually. He liked me, I liked him. But if you, and I only do business with people I like. When I don't like them, I don't like them. But we had, at least for about 39 seconds, we had excellent chemistry. It's a good sign. But also in the past, Brazil, can you believe this, unfairly tariffed our nation, but now because of our tariffs, we are hitting them back, and we're hitting them back very hard. As president, I will always defend our national sovereignty and the rights of American citizens. So I'm very sorry to say this, that Brazil is doing poorly and will continue to do poorly. They can only do well when they're working with us. Without us, they will fail, just as others have failed. It's true. Next year, the
Hey man, that nigga like the dude be like when he dump a girl be like that bitch ain't nothing if she ain't with me. This nigga said these countries ain't nothing if they ain't with him, man. All this shit is wild, man. This nigga, wow, man. He said Brazil ain't nothing if they don't fuck with you, man. Damn. Hey, yo, E, man. Where you at, man?
Good.
Your president is something else, man. Hey, man, this nigga, hey, he say whatever comes to his fucking mouth, man. Oh, this shit funny. What's left for this?
The United States will celebrate the 250th anniversary of our glorious independence, a testament to enduring power and American freedom and spirit. We will also be proudly hosting the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and shortly thereafter, the 2028 Olympics, which is going to be very exciting. I hope you all come. I hope that countless people from all over the globe will take part of these will be great celebrations of liberty and human achievement, and that together we all can rejoice in the miracles of history that began in July 4th, 1776, when we founded the light to all nations. And it's something really that an amazing thing came out of that date. It's called the United States of America. In honor of this momentous anniversary, I hope that all countries who find inspiration in our example will join us in renewing our commitment, values, and those values really that we hold so dear. Together, let us defend free speech and free expression. Let us protect religious liberty, including for the most persecuted religion on the planet today. It's called Christianity. And let us safeguard our sovereignty and cherish qualities that have made each of our nations so special, incredible, and extraordinary. In closing, I just want to repeat that immigration and the high cost of so-called green renewable energy is destroying a large part of the free world and a large part of our planet. Countries that cherish freedom are fading fast because of their policies on these two subjects. You need strong borders and traditional energy sources if you are going to be great again. Whether you have come from north or south, east or west, near or far, every leader in this beautiful hall today represents a rich culture, a noble history, and a proud heritage that makes each nation majestic and unique, unlike anything else in human history or any other place on the face of the earth. From London to Lima, from Rome to Athens, from Paris to Seoul, from Cairo to Tokyo and Amsterdam to right here in New York City, we stand on the shoulders of the leaders and legends, generals and giants, heroes and titans who won and built our beloved nations, all of our nations, with their own courage, strength, spirit, and skill. Our ancestors climbed mountains, conquered oceans, crossed deserts, and trekked over wide open plains. They charged into thunderous battles, plunged into grave dangers, and they were soldiers and farmers and workers and warriors and explorers and patriots. They built towns into cities, tribes into kingdoms, ideas into industries, and small islands into mighty empires. You're a part of all of that. They were champions for their people who never gave up and who never, ever gave in. Their values defined our national identities. Their visions forged our magnificent destiny. Everybody in this room is a part of it in your own way. Each of us inherits the deeds and the myths, the triumphs, the legacies of our own heroes and founders who so bravely showed us the way. Our ancestors gave everything for homelands that they defended with pride, with sweat, with blood, with life, and with death. Now the righteous task of protecting the nations that they built belongs to each and every one of us. So together let us uphold our sacred duty to our people and to our citizens. Let us protect their borders, ensure their safety, preserve their cultures, treasure, and traditions, and fight for their precious dreams and their cherished freedoms. And in friendship and really a beautiful vision, let us all work together to build a bright, beautiful planet, a planet that we all share, a planet of peace and a world that is richer, better, and more beautiful than ever before. That can happen. It will happen. It will happen, and I hope it can happen and start right now, right at this moment. We'll turn it around. We're going to make our countries better, safer, more beautiful. We're going to take care of our people. Thank you very much. It's been an honor. God bless the nations of the world. Thank you very much. Bye.
You say the last person you want to say in grace, right? Uh, he got there. He got there and said about an hour nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. The market don't know what to do. Right, he ain't with the market at all. The way he's talking, that nigga didn't cure every. Hey, he didn't stop every war. He didn't cure every disease. Hey man, what he did was burn premium, doing all this bullshit talking. Right, Miss Brady. It ain't moved the market at all.
Being a driving instructor ain't hard enough already. I can always start a funeral home because some of these people out here is just stupid. Because if I don't hit that brake pedal in time, it's going to be weed everywhere.
How to utilize social media, how to show up on social media. Top 3 trades you should stay away from and why. Number 1, the 15-minute orb. Basically, you just wait and pray that the clock is going to work for you. Spoiler alert, it never does. Second one, the high-low breakout. Translation, we're just going to chase price and just pray it doesn't snap back on us. And it always does. Number 3, the moving average crossover. If it
Were you really planning on having him in that back?
Stop.
Wait, you renovated double the luxury, 2 master suite, 5,000 square feet, and no neighbors at the back in Winter Garden. Let's have a look. From above, you can already tell this isn't just a house. It's over 5,000 square feet of pure Florida living. Inside, you feel the openness. High ceilings, tons of natural light.
Yeah, 1 foot on the gas, 1 foot on their neck. 4 quarter. Don't take me out. Home cooked meals, I don't like to eat it. So I'm playing with.
See.
You got news tomorrow? What time news tomorrow? I'm done. Oh, Powell speak at 12:35. It's 10 o'clock. Ooh. Yo, E.
Hmm?
Down for today?
I don't know. Probably so.
Hey.
I don't know yet.
It don't look like nothing. Hey, and for me, man, it don't look like nothing. Hey, keep my black ass out. Hey, it is what it is.
I think no, actually, I think the PM gonna give me.
Oh, so you looking for a lower low. So this accumulation, this manipulation,
Could be.
as you would think,
Like, look at it.
it's the fib. A 70. Oh, no, 30.
He's a 15-minute chart on the ES. Let's see that.
Oh, yeah. You got that 15-minute SMT up here. The bearish one down here, but oh, yeah, I'm done. 11:30. Hey, yo, E. Yo, E.
Yeah, yeah.
You sound like you're in a trade or something, man. Ain't nothing out there on NQ, man.
Man, this ain't the first time they done something like this, man.
What, bleed your premium? They bleed that motherfucker, man. Oh man.
Nah, it's like the script, at least for this current administration, is either they're gonna send this price all the way up whenever he speak, or they're gonna put it in a holding pattern so the market looks good while he's speaking. That's all they doing, man.
This shit wild, man.
When you look at YM, it finally followed suit.
Finally
ES
dropped.
doing the same thing. They got NQ in a serious holding pattern right now.
What time was this? Yeah, macro time. This the one you probably wanted to be in. Sell this bitch down. I was over here on gold. I hate this area too, man. Hate this fucking area too.
Bullshit, man.
Oh, I wanted gold down here, man. Wanted it down.
Motherfucking nerves. I ain't got no more contract to add. I'm topped out.
You maxed out, man? Hey, man.
Bullshit the whole time, dude. we help you this shit, man.
Yeah, they do, man. It's all part of the program, man.
Can you withstand the rain? Hey.
I can, as long as I ain't got to listen to that audio again, man. That thing almost gave me a headache.
Hey, man. Hey, that nigga was. Hey, man. He was up there saying absolutely nothing. I'm talking about he went over 100 things, man. It's like, damn.
If I don't like them, I don't like them.
Right.
This is a fake move. This shit ran up like this. Right.
Yeah. And nowhere to get in.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Just out of nowhere, just took off. Ran up there. Nah.
Wireless.
Come on.
It bleeds your fucking premium on option when you do that shit. Right. He had the United Nations saying absolutely fucking nothing, man. Hey, and he wasn't the people, man. Hey, man, until his 4 years up, he gonna blame the last administration for everything. Yeah, you know how to take care because the last administration. God damn, nigga, you been in office 9 months, man. Shit, tell us something you did, player.
See, man. Cap.
You knew it was cap. You know, entry.
Huh?
Nah, we ain't never get out.
We never got out, bro. It's been that's what I'm saying.
We got to sit through
it. I'm just sitting over here like, man, god damn, man.
Hey, man, it ain't gonna be the first time in history. Otherwise, I'll just break even.
Squeeze your chart, man. Been in since way back, man.
Hold on, y'all been since oh shit, up here 9:40.
Right.
2 hours. 2 hours.
Hey, man, get down here. I'm thinking, okay, we finna drop. We finna go and drop. All this shit down here, man.
Yeah.
And this one really pissed me off.
Right. Right. That whole area right there, bro.
It just shot up here. I'm like, I know damn well.
Nah, it was this one for me. I was like, boy, I know you lying.
Right.
And then did it one more time just for good measure. I'm like, man, all right. I knew it was a 15-minute SIBI that it had dipped up into right here. So
Right. That's the higher high. That's the higher high to that sip
And then when we
into
made
that
the
sip.
Bears SMT and it started and like ES started to
Yeah, I
break
could
form.
tell ES was gonna come down some more when it was sitting right here. I was like, oh,
yeah.
because she didn't go into like NQ did.
Well, she got that 5 minute busy body inside of her body.
Right.
That's what I saw on ES.
But man, and then having to sit through goddamn Trump talking.
I knew it was gonna happen, man. I knew it. I just knew it. Like when Boyd said what gave me the inclination that they were gonna stall it is when Boyd said he ain't even walked up to the podium yet, and we already in the macro. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. 10 o'clock news event. He's still ain't on the podium yet. I'm like, boy, they finna stall this thing out.
Stall it out. Stall him out, Debo.
Man, just run a 600, like I said. I don't even want the end walk no more.
You don't want the end walk no more.
Man, I'm hangry, bro. I ain't had breakfast yet.
907. See, this is the move you wanted. If you were trading gold, the gold hit its 930 gap and dropped. That's your move. That's what you wanted. That's the move you wanted right there.
That's why you was asking me, talking about, was I looking for a lower? Yeah, but I wanted to go lower. I wasn't trying to go up. I see a shift. I saw that shift. And then the retrace. And then now I just need you to drop.
I just saw a bunch of bullshit. You know me, hey. It'll take much for me. Hey, I become I become less interested. I go to other avenues. See, and I want to go down here, especially when it comes to that 4 hour gap. I want it down here. I hate this area too. NQ nasty. NQ nasty, man. Nasty, man. It's about to be. Measly ass 50, 60 points, and it take damn near 2 hours. And then it give you this shit right here. Come on, man.
No, she ain't right.
Did ES run it? ES ran it. That's that bullshit, man. That's that bullshit. Hey, yo, E.
What up?
Hey, if we get steps 2 confirmation, you gonna close it?
What you talking about?
TFA on NQ. Because that's the lowest down close candle on 15-minute. The 11:15. Yep, that's the lowest down close candle.
It going down.
He just said-
I don't know what you talking about. This shit going down. They done tried to fuck out of this thing, bro.
I just asked. You see what I asked?
Like even just now, dog. This just tried to shout it in. It's like completely unnecessary, dude. I see everything in the store.
Done took the butter from the duck, bro.
Shit ridiculous, man.
Oh yeah, this low was 29.50. This low was 29.50. Equal low, dog.
Didn't take the low. She went up there one more time.
Hey, like you always say, man, it don't give you no opportunity to get in figures up. Nothing here, nothing here. And like when it came to you here, it just took out this high right here. That's it.
Happy wife, happy life. He made it happen. That's why she's a happy wife.
I'm a happy wife.
There we go.
He's the man.
Got him.
He said, take your time.
You go to the 15 second. Squeeze this. Stretch that one. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Up the other way. Make the candles big. No. Yeah. Now, keep going. Now stretch it long ways. There you go. Stretch it a little bit more. There you go. All right. See shit here. So it swept that. And then it confirmed the down move. Let's goes below that swing right now. Went back up into that gap. Now it's on the way down.
Allegedly.
Let's see. But the thing is, like I said, I can't even add no more. Should have got to add the bottom. I should hit the government work. But it's like, I want my shit now.
The part that's most criminal about this whole price action is every time it does a miscellaneous retrace, it creates busy for it to fight back through it again.
Back down through it, right?
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if I'd have got down there, I could have got back in and hit the ass again on the way down on this.
remember that song from Ludacris? You feel like slapping a nigga today?
Right.
It's right.
Man, fuck this, man. Connection disconnect. It's like, what the fuck, man? Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to give me some money, but don't even want to come back. Like,
And the part I don't like about watching ES and YM to get in my moves is you see what ES and YM doing. Like, why I ain't just use that instrument today?
like I'm looking at gold come down here low, lower, low. I'm right here. I just and I look at the macro time like, man, that's it. Fuck it. It is what it is.
Oh, look
It
at
is.
YM, bro. This thing is all the way outside, bro.
And yes, yes is go.
Golly.
Oh yeah, right through the 930 gap. About to go 50% RTH.
Bro.
Why
And
you
then
why
Q
you
ain't gone nowhere in that whole time frame. YM and ES taking their sell side liquidity and Q just chilling.
and
Man,
and you was in early on let me see. You was in what time was this? 9:39. Yeah, 9:39 YM still was going up. But shit, yeah, that's 200. Just to these low right here. That's a 300. That's a $1,500 right there. A contract. And it's moving. Yep.
What the rules say though. That's why it's doing all this.
Like you say, shoot.
Have a large range day. You'll say you would consider that to be a large range day?
Yeah, that's an all-time high day. Yeah, you gotta build the liquidity.
So what the thing say on the pad?
You already know what it say.
No boy, the morning
PM
session.
session.
Yep, seek and destroy. Hey, but I'll be honest, the only one that don't do that is gold. Because gold at all time high, and look, it's giving beautiful moves. Beautiful moves. Beautiful sell down at 930 off the gap. Boom. Boom. Then the buy up to take out the but look at NQ. It got fill in every gap. It's 12 o'clock. Yeah, come on, man. This is where it's open. All right.
No.
What are it's open?
I'm drinking.
Hey, tell your sister to come here.
Oh, I need to. Oh, yeah, you do.
Hey man, I applaud y'all, man, because Ain't no way. Ain't no way. As I said, go, ain't no way. He said, whoop-de-doo. He said, hey.
No, fuck that, nigga. If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo. We go to prison, nigga. And we fight to get out of this bitch. And we beat these folk, whoop-de-doo. We beat them. We go forward. That's how I go. Can a nigga feel? No, fuck that, nigga.
He said, if it hit it, stop.
Like, wait.
See, this is what pisses you off because, okay, it take these lows, then do this bullshit. Like, just go on down there, man. Just go on down there, man. Shit, she touched everything. Everything been touched. Yeah. YM. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Doing the opposite. Oh shit. There she go. Okay. 13 more points, E. 13 more. That nigga Jordan said, fuck that. Hey, I'm getting out there too, man. Fuck that.
No, I ain't say that.
You gonna drop some off? Or oh no,
Man, options, man. I ain't dropping nothing off. It's gonna go or it's gonna hit me at break even. That's it.
Jordan said, never again, man.
Nah, I won't say because I couldn't have predicted that it was gonna do this stalling out type of price action. What I could have done though, like if you pull up NQ on the 15-minute, can you show the left side? Yeah, I could have just taken profit somewhere in here inside that gap and just telling it to keep the change.
Keep on talking. It's moving, man. Keep on talking, man. It's moving.
But that's what I want right here. I want this low.
Ooh, you want 906, okay. Oh no, you want down here. You want down 900, okay.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately I was aiming for here, but after all this stalling out, just get me right there and I'm out.
But look at ES. ES is moving.
Yeah, see, now it's getting ready to get stuck in that same 15-minute pocket, unless ES gonna become the leader.
Right?
Drag NQ down the street in her braids.
Oh, see, look. YM, hey, like you say, YM was the one.
Yeah.
There goes 930. E, you out, man?
Nope.
Man, you say you see, look at this, man. You get it, you get back to where you want to get out of it, and then now you
That wasn't why I wanted to get out in the first place. What I said I should have got out because it got that close, and then if it retraces, I can get back in. That's what be pissing me off. I see it go back up, and I sell the bitch down, but I'm maxed out on contracts. I can't even add. That's how you hit it 2-3 times.
Spit it out.
Come on, keep on pushing. You trading off of the option chart, Jordan?
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
No, I'm in Charles Schwab.
Yeah, the option chart.
What you mean?
This right here.
Was it pulling up? I don't see nothing.
No, yeah, I'm about to pull it up. Yeah,
Oh,
you should
okay.
have the chart off the option chart. I see the
Yeah,
whole
whatever
chain.
chart. Whatever chart. All I use is the trading view. Like how you got that indicator over there. I just see I see the target. I just plug in the number. So I don't really use the chart per se. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm about to, where the hell is it? I thought I had the app on here.
You dropping. There you go.
Hey, man.
Yeah, have me right, please. Hey, hey, no, have me hold on. Okay, today's the 23rd. $600. Hey, yo, Jordan. You still
What's
there?
up?
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Let me share. Share. So this is my Charles Schwab account. So you know how when you bought at 9:30, so this is how you
Mm-hmm.
so and it came back up 30. No, you bought what about 9:30? You bought the 1 minute?
Nah, I use a 15-second.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is the one. It's a 1 minute. What time was that entry? Let me look at the 1 minute chart.
Like at 9:39, 9:40.
9:39, 9:40. Okay, so right here. And then you can literally buy here and sell it here. Hold on. No, what the hell? Got the wrong one. Oh man. There you go. Yeah, this is the option chart. So
See,
at 9.
I'm not that savvy in it. All I know how to do is place my order, get in and get out. I just look at the trading view. Like I have that chart, but I don't use it to get into a trade.
Oh shit. Yeah, I buy off of here. I look I look just like this. Should see to share. I would have these both side by side. So now I'm looking at it. So this is 938. So look at 939. 939, the price was right here, 50 cent. And then when it got down here, 10 o'clock, all the way up here, they start bullshitting, it didn't even close that gap. Yeah, this is how some people trade off the option trade.
So you see the tab for trade at the
Yeah, right
top?
here.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh no, shit. I do, yeah, I
And
do a
that's why
little
I was
bit.
like, I don't use the option chart. I just use the trade because I'm already looking at the indicator on TradingView.
Yeah, I like to do it like here. I right click and buy it, and I can buy a custom with the OCO bracket.
You said what?
You know, remember Junior shows how to do this? Yeah, I can buy it percentage wise.
Oh no. Yeah. Well, when did he do that? You got the date? Was that on a Sunday or?
No, hey yo, Junior, I think it was like a Saturday, Friday or Saturday. Yeah, I can set a so say I want to buy here. I can right click, buy custom percentage, and I can do a bracket order. Meaning that I can buy and I can say, okay, I want to make 150%, and I'm willing to risk 50% and just hit it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna automatically put me when I my entry in negative 50%, positive 150%.
Are those already preset or did you customize that?
You have to customize the bracket order, but once you customize it and save it, it's preset once you add it to your order before you place it.
Yeah, it'd be
So,
much more efficient if you could customize it.
So let's say, Jordan, you said
I mean, you could customize it before you hit send. If you do a simple one like a 150, 100 and a 50 stop loss, you can go in before you hit the order and then customize it to what you want it to be. The one that I'm trying to get better at is selling at the price of the underlying, no matter what the strike is, or no matter what the current mark is of the option. Like when the market hits, like you said, you were waiting for what, 599?
Right.
I mean, ultimately, but 600 is my first stop. Yeah.
So what I'm trying to I'm trying to focus on entries in the future so I can apply it to options. But what I'm looking at is selling it when the market, or when QQQ actually hits like 599.99 or something like that. No matter what the mark is of the the strike is of your option, and going about it that way
to avoid slippage.
Right.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But I gave up on options. I ain't got no money in options right now.
Oh, okay.
I got to work on my entries.
Entries matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that way, boy. I remember seeing that before, but I just had grown accustomed to just using the trade tab
And then also you can move it. So when it set when it sets the bracket order and it gets you in, and unless you say, okay, this is 150%, and you look to your left, say, oh man, there's a gap here. Go for this gap. You can move that.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that I need, because I remember E was asking me about it, and I was like, I don't know, because when I use the trade tab, there's no stop loss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It uses what you entered in, what you already plugged in, but you can't manage it throughout the trade.
Oh yeah. This is a lot better. And then you can move it. And you go and you can ride it. And you can ride it. So say you got your percentage that you want and it's still moving, you can constantly move it up and up and up and up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need that. That's why you still holding it? I'm like, yeah. I mean, I'm like, I could close it, obviously, but I mean, I can't write it like what you were just describing. Because if I could have, I probably would have got stopped out already.
Because let's just say you just by watching the chain, it got down here, and you saw this gap here, and you got in right here. You can ride it up to here.
See, the only thing I don't like is I have to remember that the option chart is opposite of what the futures is showing.
Right. No, yeah.
That's why I don't like using the chart, honestly.
That's if you go on puts. If you're doing calls, go the same way.
Yeah.
Hey, Ant.
What's up?
If you pull up your chart, it'll show everything on the chart.
Okay.
And then if you say you could go in there and you put like a stop loss, it'll add it to that chart. And then you can move it or you can follow it like the way Boy is trying to tell you.
Okay. I
Because you
appreciate
already
that. I normally don't use a stop loss with the options.
Yeah, you already in the trade, so it'll show everything on the chart because you already got that contract.
That's what's up. I appreciate that, man. Can I add a stop loss while I'm already in the trade, or I have to do it when I initiate?
No, you should be able to add it because you just it'll be like a limit order. So whatever you let's just say you in profit and you only want to lose a certain amount, you should be able to go in there and put in a limit order for it. And then it'll show up on your chart and then you just, adjust it as you want.
Appreciate that. I'm about to log in on my laptop right now.
And the good thing about Charles Schwab, you can call them niggas. And any time of day or night, they gonna pick up.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Jordan, you need any help? Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got good customer service.
Yeah, because they gonna charge you when you close out.
Boom. Got my limit order. Okay, I'm chilling now. On this.
It is what it is. It's in God's hands.
Hey man, yeah. Because before I was gonna say I'm just break even. I just manually close it. So now I got it right at that swing. So yeah, I'm leaving with something. Not bad.
Right here? Or straight down
Oh
here?
no. I got above the 1125 candle. Give it some breath work.
Got you. Do you get your take profit? Or also? Do you have your take profit?
No, but I'm about to add it.
Got you. And then also, let's say we start dumping at the 1 o'clock. You just move your stop loss up, move it up.
Right.
See, in the beginning, this chart is like a college degree to learn it, but over time it become easier.
Yeah, it will. I just got to see it more often.
You see the generic sphere, Jordan?
So what?
You see the generic fib they got on here?
I didn't even know they had that on there, man.
Like, it gotta be extension from this low to high. Yeah, this 0.5 right here. 90 cent.
Okay. That's better than it's better than Ninja Trader. I don't think Ninja Trader allows you to have the 0.5 on this field. I might be wrong. Somebody know. I don't know.
Man, he like, man, I've been in this fucking option for fucking 3 hours, man. Come on, man. Do something. Either hit the stop loss or go and take profit, man. God damn.
Like that, it just created a 5-minute bullish BPR.
Come on, EQ. Like that boy E say, she touching everything in the stove, man.
It's criminal.
Damn. Look at that. Come on. Come on, baby. Yeah, we got news. Oh, yeah, we got Powell speak.
Yeah,
12:30.
pal.
Yeah.
Come on, pal. Send it down.
Right.
I just sat through 3 news events, bro. Now, this is the first time in history I done sat through 3 news events. Golly.
There you go. There you go.
I'll get moved now. It's the most action I've seen since the 9:30 open.
Right. Come on, man.
Yo, stop me out. Knew that was gonna happen. Sorry.
Now you eat breakfast.
Breakfast.
Right, it's lunchtime.
Saying lunch.
Breaking news, E. The Giants bench Russell Wilson and will start the rookie on Sunday. Jackson Dart. Damn. Sierra gonna be mad. Hey, yo, Jordan, like I always say, the name of the game is capital preservation. Even though I've been in this all day, hey, it is what it is. Some days just don't work out.
It's gonna work. It's just gonna work in the afternoon.
Right. Yep. Yep.
I mean, truthfully, I didn't have to close it, but gotta listen to my stomach, man. Gotta get up out of here.
Right.
I'll get up with y'all in the Telegram, man.
Exactly.